my name is Monica Price and welcome to this very special edition of Late Nights with Monica Price. I'm here tonight at the wonderful Connaught Rooms in London and we're celebrating at the Icon Awards, celebrating celebrities and industry experts, but more importantly supporting prostate cancer, a cancer charity that is doing astounding things for men that are suffering with cancer. I'll be interviewing many experts and loads of celebrities of course, and also Paul Sayer, who's the CEO and founder of the charity. So stay with me and I look forward to this wonderful show. Okay, so Paul, just welcome to the Late Night with Monica Price. It's wonderful to see you in the flesh because we met on Zoom.
We did.
And Paul, your charity, you founded this wonderful charity, Prostate Cancer. So Prostate, tell us a little bit about it for those people who don't know.
Okay, Prostate, the charity, which is Prost with an 8, was set up back in 2019 following my experience with prostate cancer back in 2018. The reason the charity exists is I had a really remarkable escape because instead of being given the usual treatments of surgery or radiotherapy, which would have changed my lifestyle, if not my life, I managed to get a focal treatment, which is available on the NHS, has been for 10 years, but just isn't being rolled out fast enough.
It's one of those treatments that I'd never heard of, Paul, until I'd interviewed you before. It was a few months ago when we had that Zoom interview. And tell us a little bit about what this focal treatment is.
Okay, well, focal treatment you wouldn't come across unless you've got prostate cancer. There's no need to. But the focal treatment, basically, instead of having surgery, which uses a scalpel and rips out your prostate, or radiotherapy 5 days a week for 5 weeks, focal therapy is a one-day treatment. So I went in as a day-stay patient. I was in the treatment room for an hour and a half under anaesthetic, and they, without getting too detailed, they put a probe in your back end and it fires very concentrated beams of ultrasound. And where they meet, they form a point of heat, and literally like an old Space Invaders game, it pecks away at the tumour until there's nothing left, but it leaves everything else intact.
I mean, it's you make it sound so simple, but this treatment isn't available, is it? Wildly available. Although, well, I correct myself actually, because it is available on the NHS, but not many people know about it. Is that right?
That's fine. I do simple well, by the way. No, it is available on the NHS, and it has been for 10 years. It's NICE approved, but the institutions within the NHS want to maintain their own modalities. So the surgeons look after surgery, the radiotherapists look after radiotherapy, and when something new comes along like this, it can be a hell of a struggle to get it accepted. But we've got an absolutely A team of professors and top clinicians who are all trained up and ready to go. All they need is the kit, and that's what we're about, getting them that kit, getting it to more men.
When I remember when I spoke to you, and it's wonderful to be here at the Icon Awards, obviously celebrating the prostate cancer charity. It's just, for me though, it was the statistics. 12,000 men will be, tell me that statistic,
right.
12,000 men, I remember that statistic, yes.
There's 12,000 men who could benefit
from
that's
right.
From treatment.
Yes.
But take the next 10 years, 500,000 plus men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in that 10 years. That's more than twice the people who died from COVID, and it's not even a headline. And that's the ridiculous part. About a third of those men, over 200,000 of them, could have focal treatment. And if we don't do something, they won't get it. They'll get radical treatment, the same as people with advanced cancer.
So Paul, how can people find out about you, this wonderful charity you've got? What do they need to do?
Just come to our website, Prost8 with an 8, so not in the normal term, .org.uk, and you'll find everything you need on there.
Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you in person,
exactly.
and we're going to have a wonderful evening tonight and hopefully raise a lot of money for your charity. Thank you so much. Thank you. Stay with us, and we're just going to carry on now and see who else I can find to talk to you this evening. I've found Paul Gregg. Paul Gregg is a theatre impresario. See, we have to say it like that, Paul.
Well, you can. Yes,
Welcome to my show. Paul,
Thank you.
Wonderful to meet you here at this just incredible event.
It's amazing, yes. I was surprised to see how many people are here, and the nature is very good.
It's
very
wonderful,
exciting.
isn't it? Now tell us a little bit about what you do. I mean, you are a theatre entertainment man.
Well, we've been in entertainment all our lives, so we own theatres in London, Lyceum, where Lion King is, Dominion, Hammersmith, so we've had a good fun time over the years with it.
Do you still enjoy it?
Still enjoy it. We're actually doing a new show at the I have to get the wording right, the Accor Mittal Orbit, which is at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park.
Okay.
Next to London Stadium. It was built for the Olympics. It's celebrating 10 years.
Yes, yeah.
And we found this show called Tony and Tina's Wedding.
Tony and Tina's Wedding. It sounds like a good one.
I think it will be good fun. I mean, We have both Tony and Tina here this evening, but it's about two Italian families getting married.
Oh, that's so
And so they're going to get married in the orbit with a 20-mile view of London and then go down and party afterwards.
When is that coming out?
We open on March the 30th, but we are previewing before that date. And we're doing a charity show on Mother's Day on the 19th.
Wonderful. Now, obviously, we're here tonight at the Icon Awards, of course, but of course also to celebrate prostate cancer charity. So what was your involvement with Paul and the charity?
Believe it or not, I first met him today. I'd heard about the charity, but it was interesting to see what they're doing, and they just seem to be doing an amazing job. Really good. And it's good to see it being associated with Passion Awards.
Yes, absolutely. And we've got some wonderful people here tonight, including yourself, of course.
Thank you very
Paul,
much.
including yourself. So, Paul, do you see yourself just carrying on doing this for as long as you can?
I just think while you're enjoying life, keep enjoying it. That's the main
Absolutely.
thing. Yes.
Yeah, no,
I
absolutely.
think you can soon retire and sit in front of a television and just.
We don't want to be doing
Don't
that.
want to do
No,
that.
we don't
No
want to be
way.
doing that.
No.
No,
So,
well,
but the show should be good fun. I mean, it's bride and groom, two bridesmaids, one's pregnant, gay best man, and Vicky that gets drunk, and a father who lives with the stripper. So it should be good fun and good entertainment.
sounds like it's great entertainment.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, it's been really lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for
Thank you
joining
very
me.
much.
Thank you so much. I'm now joined on the red carpet by Charlotte Kirk. Charlotte, lovely to see you.
Thank you. Very excited to be here tonight.
It's an amazing event, and we're having such a good time already. But Charlotte, you are a Hollywood actress. In fact, I secretly hear that you're going to be a possible next Bond girl.
Potentially.
Oh, look at that! You heard it here first. Charlotte, that must be so exciting.
Yes, yes. Well, lots of things are exciting at the moment. I had my premiere here a few weeks ago in London, in Leicester Square, for the film The Lair. That's coming out, well, it's already released here in the UK, and it was released in the US just before Christmas. It's a sci-fi horror film, so yeah, very, very exciting.
It's really exciting for you at the moment. You're doing lots of work, aren't you? You've got lots of things going on. What else are you doing?
I'm off to Malta next month to film a thriller that I also co-wrote and produced, and I'm producing as well. So we're casting that at the moment, so that's very exciting. And then I have Duchess coming out this year, which is a gangster movie that I also co-wrote and starred in.
There's a theme going on here, Charlotte. There's a theme. There's a gangster thriller theme going on.
Gangster thriller.
Is that what you like? Do you like that sort of movie?
At the moment, yeah, I just like. I've done a lot of horror as well. Someone asked me that the other day. Do you like, horror films? Or I just like good scripts, good stories, good characters. So whatever it is, it could be a drama, a comedy, thriller, whatever it is. To be honest, yeah.
And of course, we're here tonight to celebrate some amazing people. They've got
Yes.
loads of awards, and of course,
Absolutely
here
exciting.
to raise money, lots of money for prostate cancer.
Yes.
You know, how do you feel about that? Has any of your family been affected by prostate cancer at all?
Not personally, no, but I think it's really important. It's like it's like the equivalent of breast cancer for women. I think it's a lot of people have it and they need to check it. And like women, we have to check regularly and make sure everything's okay. I think it's all about catching it in time, isn't it?
And raising awareness and talking about it, like you've just said. Got to talk about it.
Absolutely. Yes, Nick Knowles is a dear friend of mine, and Sam Fox, who I know is going to be awarded tonight.
Yes,
very,
she
very
is,
excited.
yes.
Very, very exciting.
Well, it's lovely to see you, and really good
you.
luck with the Bond.
Thank you so
Amazing.
much.
Wish you every best. Thank you.
you.
Now joined by the lovely Anita Dobson and of course Sir Brian May. Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Anita, it's so lovely to see you. And you, of course, you're here to celebrate the Icon Awards this evening. It's an incredible event, and of course we're celebrating all the people that have come together, celebrities, industry experts, and of course supporting prostate cancer charity, which is wonderful, isn't it? But Anita, you're up for an award this evening.
I am.
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I'm right at the end, so I've got to really sort of keep focused.
Remain focused till the end of the evening. But what does it mean for you to be here?
Well, it's thrilling, really, because to be given an award that's called an icon means that people think you've done okay in your life. So I feel very honoured. Yeah, I feel that if I've learned anything, it would be a shame not to pass it on to youngsters coming up behind me. So yeah, I'm very glad to be here tonight.
And are you proud of your wife?
I'm always proud of my wife. There is only one of her. They broke the mould.
Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? And how about for you, Brian? Is there anyone in your family that's been affected by prostate cancer?
I had a little adventure, and thankfully it turned out all right in the end. But yeah, I had a brush with it a few years ago, which was not a nice experience, but something that really needs to be looked at and worked on, and people need to be made aware.
Exactly. And it's wonderful that this charity's here tonight, helping, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think if you're going out to have a good time, but you can also raise money for a good cause, what better?
Well, lovely to see you both. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
So much.
Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Now joined by Nick Knowles. Hi, Nick.
Hello, how are you?
Really good to see you. I'm really good, thank you.
Nice to see you. It's very posh, isn't it?
It's very nice. And you're wearing a very dapper suit this evening.
Very nice suit, which I last wore to another awards ceremony, but I was actually hosting that ceremony, so I just found some of my notes from that one. It's like, that's how often I get to wear a suit these days.
Lovely to be here, though, isn't it? With these lovely Icon Awards and, of course, celebrating prostate cancer charity, which is an incredible charity.
Yeah, really important for men to talk about that. Make sure you go and get tested and checked out. There's a lot can be done about it if you get it caught early enough. So men should check and go for checks, regular checkups. So important to get that message out. Prostate cancer, really important charity to support. Prostate, which is the sort of subsidiary or the other, does its job. And then, of course, you get to come along and see some of the big names and faces over the years that appear, and nice to see people that you haven't seen in a long time.
It's really nice, isn't it? After COVID, it's so lovely to come to these events and just celebrate and just have a really lovely time.
I think so, yeah. It's just nice to get out, and I'm here with friends of mine, Kirsty and Alex and various others, and Charlotte and various people that I very rarely get a chance, because I live out in the countryside now, so I don't spend as much time in town. So a chance to get together and say hi and support charity at the same time. So
exactly. And what are you doing at the moment, Nick? What's happening in your life?
Just got a whole series of travel programs and adventure programs, which we're just editing and are going to bring to air on Channel 5 fairly soon. I'm writing a book, an archaeology book, all kinds of odds and ends.
He hasn't got time to be at these awards.
I don't really go to a lot of awards because I have sort of retired into the countryside now.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
What part of the countryside?
I'm out in the Cotswolds.
Oh, lovely.
So yeah, tiny little cottage surrounded by fields, and me and my little 8-year-old son spend a lot of time out there together.
Wonderful. Well, it's really lovely to see you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, thank you, and you.
Right, I'm now joined by the lovely Samantha Fox. Samantha, great to see you.
Thank you, great to see you.
Looking fabulous as always. Look at this, we're two rock and rollers. We love it. Sam, now what have you been up to?
Oh well, obviously those 2 years of COVID, and that was awful. I couldn't do any touring. I was
Were you just beside yourself?
I was beside myself, but it gave me a chance to write the album, and that will be released this year, because it's now 40 years in the business that I've been in show business.
That is amazing.
This year.
40 years in the show business. That's incredible. Don't look a day over 21, darling.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Now the album, tell us about that. What's it called?
I don't know the title yet, but what I will say, it's a very positive, uplifting album, and it's pure pop, because I think the last few years have been so awful for people. This album will make you dance, it will make you feel happy. There's nothing negative in it. It's all about positivity, and just dream. If you have a dream, you'll get to your dream. The lyrics are amazing. The lyrics are amazing.
And when's it coming out?
Later on this year, hopefully, because this is my 40 years in the business. I might, Adele called it 21.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
40.
Maybe I'll call it 40. No, I won't. I might call it, because I started at nearly 17.
Yes.
So we might call it 16.
Yes, go for 16. But we're here tonight at these incredible awards, the
Yeah.
Icon Awards, and obviously you're up for an award yourself.
I am.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
And also supporting prostate cancer
Yes.
charity, which of
Brilliant,
course is
brilliant,
wonderful.
brilliant.
Have any of you or your family been affected by prostate
Yes.
cancer?
Yes. Someone very dear, close to me, has prostate cancer, and another person very close to my family's brother has it, and they're keeping an eye on it, and they have to go for scans all the time to see if it's grown, etc., etc. Hopefully, this night will encourage young men to do this test. A lot of young men are so embarrassed to do that test.
And they don't like to talk about it.
They don't,
They don't like to talk about it.
I've got two bonus sons. I got married last year, so I've inherited two young boys. I've known them since 14, and now they're 21, and I've had a good talk with them. A very good talk.
But we laugh, but it's very important though,
Very
isn't
important. I know, I went to a shop during COVID, well, just after COVID it was, and I was talking to a lady, and her husband kept going on a video camera telling the doctor he had a stomachache. and they just kept sending him painkillers and painkillers. The time he saw anybody, he was stage 4, you know, and there was no hope. So during that COVID, so many people suffered. No one got diagnosed properly. So hopefully the money we raise tonight for these machines will be a great success.
Exactly. Well, it's fabulous to see you. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
me.
you, Monica.
Thank you. Cheers. Now joined by the wonderful Cheddar Gorgeous.
Oh, hello, Monica.
Cheddar, lovely to see you. Thank you so
It's
much
lovely
for joining
to
me.
be seen.
It's wonderful. We're here at the Icon Awards, of course, celebrating not only the awards, Cheddar, but you're going to be winning an award, I believe.
Well, apparently so.
How crazy is that?
That is crazy. I don't think I've ever won an award in my life. I mean, I've come close a couple of times, but alas, no cigar.
Well, I'm so pleased that you have. And we're here tonight, of course, to celebrate the awards, but also prostate cancer.
Yeah.
So is there anyone in your family that has been affected by cancer?
No, but who's been affected by cancer, specifically prostate cancer? No, but my mum's actually a breast cancer survivor, a twice over breast cancer survivor. So I know that feeling of being in a family who has to deal with that, because it doesn't just affect the individual, it affects everybody who's around them, all of the people who love them, all of the people who adore them. And I think what I love about the prostate charity is the fact that it's focusing on something that we don't often think about, and that's the implications for a person's lifestyle and life, and important things. We say lifestyle as if it's like a silly thing, but actually things like intimacy, things like sex, these things that can be incredibly affected when the wrong prostate cancer treatment is assigned. These things are really, really important. We need to talk more about that stuff around illness, not just focusing on making people survive, which is also important.
I totally agree, and I think it's wonderful that we're here tonight to talk about it, to have open, honest conversations about it. But you look fabulous.
Thank you.
And I'm so pleased that you're winning the award. Do you know what the award is for?
I don't know.
But it's an award anyway, so we're very happy that it's won an
award.
award.
I don't know. I assume they only invited me because I've got such a good relationship with my own and other people's prostate. And I will be doing checks on the way out of the building. It's the civic duty thing to do. It really, really is. I don't want people to worry about hygiene. It's okay. I'm going to be using my tongue.
Pleasure to see you.
Pleasure to
Have a
meet you
wonderful
too, Monica.
evening. Thank
I hope
you
that
so
wasn't
much.
too blue for your show.
Right, I'm now joined by Derek Redburn. Now, you may know Derek because you are a former Olympic athlete.
From a few years ago,
From a few
yes.
years
A few
ago,
years
but
ago.
We still remember.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a long time ago, 30 odd years ago. So,
Is it 30 years?
well, my last Olympics was in '92, so yeah, 31 years ago.
No, I remember that though. Because
You're showing your age.
I don't remember it at all. I don't remember it.
No, you
tell
don't
us
remember
tell us the story, Derek.
Well, I guess the race that I'm famous for is being the favourite for the gold, getting to the semi-final, pulling my hamstring, getting up, carry on running, and my dad came onto the track and helped, because I was hobbled to the finish line, and my dad helped me over the finish line.
And what year was that?
92.
I do remember it.
1992.
I do, but I don't. No, it was on television. I don't remember
That's
it at all.
all right, yeah.
Now, Derek, we're here at the Icon Awards. So
Yeah.
what does this mean for you tonight to be here?
Tonight it's really great to be here because I now do auctioneering. So I've been invited to come and do the charity auction, which is really cool, with some iconic people here in the room. So
Lovely room we have this evening.
absolutely. So I'm here hoping to raise lots of money for a fantastic cause. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully people will be generous, will dig deep, and I like to have fun with my auctioneering. I will never get a job in Sotheby's or Christie's because I'm too noisy and I run up and down, and I have fun with the audience. So let's see how it goes.
Well, it's great to see you and wonderful that you're here, and I hope you raise lots of money tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm joined by Terry Stone, who's an actor, producer. Terry, lovely to see you. We keep bumping into each other at awards.
I know. It's always good when you're picking up an award, you know. So
How lovely is that?
no, it's amazing. I mean, I've never been to this event before, but I've known about it for since it started. Helen's great. She just contacted me and said, look, I've been watching what you've been doing, and we want to sort of give you an award because you've achieved greatness. And I was like, wow, because obviously when you're doing stuff, you don't walk around patting yourself on the back. So when somebody else does it, it's quite a nice thing to be sort of recognised for what you're doing.
Isn't that wonderful? And,
Yeah, it's
and,
lovely.
and isn't it lovely to be here to celebrate prostate cancer, of course?
Absolutely.
You know,
That's
the
it.
prostate cancer charity Prostate, Digital 8, if you need to know it. But what does it mean for you to be here?
I mean, it's great. I mean, I've actually donated something for the auction tonight, which I hope is going to raise a lot of money for the charity.
What have you donated?
Be a movie star prize where people can actually become a movie star for the day. So,
Oh, how fabulous is that? Sign me up. We're there.
okay. You look like a movie star, really, so you'll be fine. Yeah.
Well, Terry, now what are you doing at the moment? Are you acting at the moment? What's happening?
I've literally just had a film that I starred in 16 years ago, been remastered, re-released. I had 2 films in November, December that were #1 on Amazon, which was great. I've got 2 or 3 films that I'm putting into production this year that I'm making. There's multiple projects I'm acting in. So yeah, I think 2023 for me has been a big year. I've recently got involved in it's like a burger business called Smack Burgers.
Sounds interesting.
Which is basically Ronald McDonald, we're coming for you, right?
Are we coming for Ronald McDonald?
And yeah,
you heard it here first.
We have.
You heard it here first.
We have. And then I got involved in a vodka brand as well, called NE10, which is the bottles light up and they're all different flavours. So that's all just really starting off now. So you're hearing it live and exclusive on the red carpet.
Exclusive for Late Night with Monica Price. I love it. Well, Terry, lovely to see you.
Thanks, Monica. Lovely to see you. Thanks.
Really lovely. I'm now joined by the lovely Charlie Mullins. Charlie Mullins, OBE, I should say. If you give me your full title, Charlie, lovely to see you.
Thank you, Monica. It's
really lovely to see you.
Very excited about tonight, and as you can see, there's all in everybody here.
And you're up for an award.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing.
Do you know what the award is?
Yeah, I believe it's for charity and for services, so hopefully it is for charity because, I think that needs to be recognised and so many people benefit from it. But, whatever the award is, I'm up for it.
And Charlie, you do so much for charity, lots of things for charity that people don't know that you do. So it's wonderful if that is the award tonight, which I'm sure it will be. That's so lovely of you. But we're here tonight, obviously, to celebrate. It is a beautiful evening. It's packed full of celebrities and stars in there, but also the serious side, prostate cancer.
Of course. Yeah. Look, on that side of it, we're very fortunate to be able to support it. And, obviously I know family members that have had it and family members that are getting through it. And there's a lot of people here today to support it, and undoubtedly that's what we'll be doing. And for sure, we'll be buying the dearest thing here tonight to support it.
You're very generous, Charlie. And I mean, for Charlie, do you think men just don't speak about prostate cancer, or do you think men just struggle to talk about it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's something that I think we all try and sort of hide and avoid. But unfortunately, it's out there, and quite a lot of people catch it. But yeah, I think men do sort of shy away from it, and it's nice it's being brought out in the open.
And we're talking about it this evening, which is great.
And it's the first sort of event that I've been to that's actually supporting it. So I think it's I think it's breaking through and getting out there. And we're all men, and we're all got to get behind it.
Absolutely. Now, what are you doing at the moment? What are you up to?
I'm doing quite a bit at the moment. I'm chairman of Great British Radio, which is going national, and that's doing very well. I'm also, my fiancée Raquel Reno, who's actually performing here tonight, is I'm giving her some business advice, would be a better way of putting it. And things are going well for her. She's got a single coming out soon. She wrote an album in Nashville.
She's an incredible singer.
Oh, amazing. I mean, honestly, tonight I think people will see the real Raquel. So we got that, and then messing about with a bit of property, and I'm also going to open up another service company in the near future.
I need a chair. I need to sit down and have a break.
So there's a lot going on, and life's wonderful at the moment, and I am honoured and privileged to be here to support the prostate cancer, and to get an award and all, I mean, it's over the moon, So
wow, it's lovely to grab some of your time, Charlie. Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
So again, I'm now joined by Jo Wood. Jo, lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too.
Really good. Thank you, darling. And you do too. It's just so nice to get dressed up and come out.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And we're at these wonderful, iconic awards.
Yes, very nice to be here, actually. Yeah.
And you're up for an award.
I'm up for an award. Oh my goodness. What shall I say?
I was going to say, have you written a little speech?
No, I haven't.
But what do these awards mean to you, though, Jo?
Well, it's good to support things like this because, especially at this time, people all these charities really need support. So I like to support charity.
You're very good. You're very good. And now you've got a book out, of course, that we know of, and then you've got a new book coming out. Tell us about that.
Yes, this is called Too Stoned, and I'm in the middle of sorting out pictures and diaries and all that sort of thing. So I need to get a wiggle on, as they say, because I am a bit behind. But I've got a wallpaper launch coming up soon with a wallpaper range I've done with my friend.
Oh, wow, Catherine. Fantastic. Yeah. What's that going to be called? Is it just going to be called Jo Wood?
Jojo and Trixie.
Oh, look out for that.
Yes, definitely.
That's amazing.
And I'm doing some things with my son for longevity. Like we're doing a supplement for longevity. So
wow.
So I've been a bit busy.
You've been a busy girl.
Yes.
Now, what do these awards mean to you coming here tonight, though, Jo? Because obviously you're up for an award, but we're here to raise as much money as we can for Prostate.
Yes.
The charity that supports prostate cancer, of course.
Yes.
Such a awful cancer for men, and men, we've been talking about it. I've been interviewing tonight. They don't talk about it.
Men do not talk about it, do they? As women, we tend to talk about.
We have a chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I've got something wrong with this, or I've got something wrong with that. But men don't talk about it. It's amazing, really. So, but this sort of thing really brings awareness and makes men feel more comfortable about talking about it, because it's so necessary. So I think it's really important.
Excellent. Well, great to grab you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Have a good night.
And you too. Back again, and I'm joined by a lovely chef. Do you recognise this man? This is Jameson. Hi, Jameson. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How's things?
Really good, thank you. Lovely to see you here.
Oh, it's amazing to be invited here and to come to such a prestigious award ceremony and such great people. It's fantastic.
There's so many wonderful people here, isn't there, tonight?
I was blown away that Brian May is like next table to us, and you know, so many famous people here. It's fantastic.
Now, Jameson, you obviously, Marco Pierre White was your what do you call him? Your protege? I don't know, mentor, really, wasn't
he? He was. I mean, I've not spoken to him for a long time since the press attacked me. But you know, he's always going to be known as the person who taught me, so I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, and have you been doing really well since then?
Well,
what have you been up to?
I took a lot of time out because I had to deal with the Leveson inquiry, but now that I'm back in London, I'm doing quite a lot of really great projects, which I can't talk too much about, but one of the projects is with Netflix.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be quite cool.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Yeah, Netflix is going to be great. I've got a book on the way, opportunities to open restaurants.
Brilliant.
We'll just see what happens.
And have you still got the passion for cooking?
I still have the passion, yeah. I mean, I brought up my two children for the last 11 years on my own, so now it's time to do my own thing again.
Wonderful. Well, it's wonderful to see you here tonight.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Look who I've just come across, Mr. Neil Fox.
Good evening. Nice to see you again. It's weird because, of course, we only met about a week ago on a news programme, and now here we are bumping into each other at the Icon
I know,
Awards.
all dressed up.
Posh night out, quite fun.
Now, it's Dr. Fox, or Foxy, as you were very affectionately known, for your wonderful career in radio, which has just continued, and now you're on Nation Radio, which is incredible. Every morning, I listen to this man now every morning.
Every morning.
And it's a fantastic show, Neil. So what is it about the station that's making it, become so popular?
Well, look, it's a small station that we started 2 years ago, and it's growing. And the honest answer is we thought there was a slight gap for a station that plays a lot of 70s, 80s, 90s music, but also just because people have got a little bit older maybe and want to hear 70s, 80s, 90s, they also are interested, I think, in knowing what music is around today. So yeah, why would you not like Ed Sheeran or Dua Lipa or some of the other stuff? And also, why stop at the 70s? Why not play some of the greatest songs of the 60s and a few of those absolute iconic tracks from the 50s, whether it's Elvis or Roy Orbison or Tom, whatever. I think there's so much music out there. Music, when people put it into decades and in a way write it off, we can't play that because it's 50s or 60s. I think it's so disrespectful for the music, because a lot of kids now have grown up looking at movies like companies like Pixar, for example, a lot of the animated companies, Disney, what they've done, they've put soundtracks together that feature lots of really old songs, maybe done in a new way. So if you ask the kid now about I'm a Believer, you might go, that's by the Monkees. Yes. And yes, it was 1967, but for a lot of kids, they go, oh, that's Shrek. Yes. I heard it in Shrek, right?
Yeah,
so they don't know it's an old song, they just know it's a great song. And I think the good thing about streaming platforms, it's just allowed people to listen to songs without necessarily going, that's an old song or a new song. It's just a song, right? It's a good song or not a good song.
Exactly.
And I think that's what we've tried to capture with Nation. Really.
It really is, honestly. I'm listening to it, as I say, every morning, and it's great. And throughout the day, it's brilliant. So, what brings you here this evening, Neil? Because we're celebrating amazing people tonight, but you know, prostate cancer
Yep.
is really important.
It is.
And Prostate is the charity we're supporting tonight, hoping to raise loads of money for.
It is. Look, do you know, my dad died of prostate cancer 21 years ago.
So
So it's all well. It's so it's a cause that's very close to my heart. And diagnosing prostate cancer is still a tough one because there's still not a great test. They're trying to get a better test now, but because you can get false negatives, false
right.
positives.
Yes.
Too many. I've had prostate cancer checks, obviously, because my dad died of it, and my brother had it for a short while. So you just have, as a man, women are much better at going to the doctors, whether it's a smear test or lumps and getting your boobs checked, all these kind of things. Men don't. We have a cup of tea and a Disprin and we kind of go, I'll be all right in the morning. And it's a real problem with particularly maybe slightly an older generation of man who are the people more likely to get prostate cancer. So I think a new, younger generation might be a bit better. I hope they will be than an old. My dad just wouldn't go to the doctor, and actually, even when he did go to the doctor, he had all the right symptoms, but the doctor didn't even know and didn't diagnose him or say go for a check. So he sort of died of ignorance. Really, it was really sad.
It's very sad.
So that's why when you come to these awards and they can, you can do your bit to help publicise interviews like this. It's all good. If one person sees it and maybe thinks, maybe I should get a check, then you've done your job, haven't you, really? But also, it's just a fun night. One of my friends, she's helped, organise the PR for this, so she said, come along, I think it'll be a fun night. So.
Well, it's going to be. We'll go back into that lovely
We
room
will
and have
go-
lots
we're
of
gonna go
fun.
back in, I need a
Thank
drink
you so
and
much.
food.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, Sam Fox here at the Icon Awards, and all proceeds tonight from the auction will go to Prostrate 8. And I'm going to sign these 2 books, and if you go to my Instagram site, Samantha Fox Official, hopefully we can you can donate to win this, to win 2 of these, and the money will go straight to Prostrate 8. Okay, Prostrate 8. Lots of love already, and good luck. Mwah.
That's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an incredible evening. We've raised so much money for prostate cancer, raising awareness of prostate cancer, which is really important. There's lots of action still going on. The guests have been amazing. Raquel and her music has just been incredible. So it's just been a wonderful evening. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all my guests for being part of this wonderful evening. And take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye for now.
Every time I look around,